There is an economy being built right now that no one is tracking. It does not show up in employment data. It does not appear in quarterly reports. It is not mentioned in business schools, but it is generating income for women who understand one simple truth. Trust is the most undervalued asset in the modern economy, and mothers hold more of it than any other demographic on the planet. While the traditional marketplace obsesses over credentials and corporations, a parallel system has emerged. One where your authority does not come from a degree on the wall. It comes from the fact that you have kept a human alive for 3 years straight. You have negotiated with a toddler at 3 in the morning. You have solved problems with duct tape and $15. You have turned chaos into routine, and people notice, not in boardrooms, not in LinkedIn endorsements, but in the places where real economic decisions are made, in group chats, in neighborhood conversations, in the quiet moment when someone says, "I trust her opinion on this." That trust is not symbolic, it is structural, and it can be converted into income if you understand how the trust economy actually works. Most women do not realize they are already participating in it. Every time you recommend a product and someone buys it, you have created economic value. Every time you share a solution and it gets implemented, you have influenced a transaction. The difference between informal influence and intentional income is simply this: infrastructure. You need a system that captures the trust you have already built and converts it into repeatable revenue. This is not about becoming an influencer. That model is oversaturated and exhausting. This is about becoming an economic node, a trusted source within a specific context, and then building simple structures that allow that trust to generate income while you sleep. Here is what that looks like in practice. You are already the person your friends ask about car seats, or budgeting apps, or how to handle a specific parenting challenge. That pattern of trust is your economic signal. The question is not whether you have influence. The question is whether you have a system that benefits from it. Most mothers give away their expertise for free because they do not see it as expertise. They see it as just helping, but helpful knowledge delivered to the right person at the right time is consulting. And consulting has a price. You do not need to rebrand yourself or build a personal empire. You need to install one or two simple mechanisms that allow trust to flow into income. Let me show you 3 models that are working right now. Not theoretically, not in some future version of yourself. Right now, from living rooms just like yours. Model 1, the affiliate ecosystem. You are already recommending products, tools, services, books. Every single one of those recommendations can generate a commission if you use the right platform. This is not about becoming a sales page. It is about adding a single link to the recommendations you are already making. Amazon Associates, ShareSale, Impact. These are infrastructure tools that turn your trust into measurable income. You do not change what you say, you just change where people click when they decide to act on it. Model 2. The micro membership. You are already answering the same 10 questions from different people every month. Budget tips, schedule hacks, how you manage screen time, how you plan meals on a tight timeline. Instead of answering individually, you create one resource. A simple Notion page, a monthly email, a private group. And you charge $12 a month for access. 10 people is $120, 50 people is $600. Not because you are gatekeeping information, but because structured access saves everyone time, yours included. Platforms like Patreon, Substack, Ko-fi, they make this frictionless, model-free, the trust referral loop. You know which local services are worth the money, which contractors show up on time, which tutors actually deliver results, which therapists have openings. Every one of those referrals has economic value to the business receiving it. Most of them would happily pay a finder's fee, or offer you a discount you can pass to others, or provide you a small commission per successful match. You are not selling anything. You are being compensated for the trust infrastructure you have already built. This works especially well in neighborhoods, in homeschool co-ops, in niche parenting communities, anywhere your word moves decisions. These three models require almost no upfront investment, no business plan, no logo, no LLC, just you, your existing relationships, and one or two digital tools that convert trust into income. But here is the part most people miss. The trust economy rewards specificity. If you try to be helpful to everyone about everything, you are noise. If you are the person who knows one thing deeply, you become signal. Maybe you are the mom who figured out how to feed a family of 5 on $70 a week. Maybe you are the one who cracked the code on getting kids to sleep without a fight. Maybe you know how to navigate insurance denials or find scholarships no one talks about. That one area of hard-won knowledge is your economic wedge. It is not about being the best in the world. It is about being the most trusted in your context, and context is where income lives. You do not need a massive audience. You need a committed one. 50 people who trust your judgment will generate more income than 5,000 who scroll past your posts. This is the opposite of the influencer playbook. You are not chasing attention. You are building economic infrastructure inside the relationships you already have, and the beautiful part, this model compounds. Because trust generates more trust, every good recommendation strengthens your authority. Every useful resource deepens your credibility. Every person who benefits becomes part of your referral network. You are not grinding for growth. You are building a system that rewards you for being consistently helpful in a specific way, which is something you are already doing, for free. The shift is not in your effort, it is in your awareness. You are already creating value. The only question is whether you are capturing any of it. Most mothers are leaving thousands of dollars on the table every year because they do not see their knowledge as monetizable. They think income requires a job, a business, a brand, a transformation, but the trust economy does not care about any of that. It cares about one thing. Are you the person someone thinks of when they need to solve a problem? And if so, do you have a way for that trust to turn into income? If the answer to the first question is yes, and the answer to the second is no, you are operating an unpaid consulting firm. And that is a choice you can change today. Start with one platform, one offer, one small mechanism that connects your expertise to compensation. It does not have to be perfect. It just has to exist. Because the trust economy is not waiting for you to be ready. It is already here. And it is already rewarding the women who understand that maternal knowledge is economic leverage, not someday, right now. Your home is not separate from the economy. It is the center of it, and every act of care, every solved problem, every piece of hard-won wisdom, that is capital. The only question is whether you are investing it or giving it away. This content is for educational and informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial, legal, or professional advice. Individual results vary. Always conduct your own research and consult with qualified professionals before making economic or business decisions.